Hello, my name is Holly from My Daily HAED. How are you today? Today is August 21st, 2023. We're here to talk about my cross stitch, and I have a life update, and I'll have a little video slideshow at the end of where we went to go visit Lady Kirk Church in Scotland, and a few of the other photos that I've taken since then. And we shall go straight into it. Now this is the first one will be QS. Sorry, I'm all over the place and I'm a bit distracted. This is QS The Falling Snow by Alan Giana. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's stitched on 25 count 1/1 full cross, 25 count lugana 1/1 full cross, and I am on a mission to finish this. At the moment, the last time you saw this, it was at 70.19%. So now it is at 91.14%, for almost 21% since you last saw it. It is coming along really well. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of September. You know, if things go really well. It's being back in the tree. The tree is very confetti, well, not very, it's quite confetti heavy. Lots of color changes. Working it in columns, it's okay, but there is, especially the last couple of columns I've been doing, there's like one stitch here, one stitch there, lots of onesie twosies. But it's nice when you can just kind of zigzag down a column and just grab a few little bits. Strangely enough, yeah, the bit I was dreading was this building here. And it was the easiest because it wasn't that many colors. It just, you could just zoom through, and it was working out really well. But this will be, you know, all going well. This should be a finish soon, and we shall see. It's coming along really well. It's taken me, at the moment, it's taken me about 2 or 3 days. It's usually 3 to 4 days to get one of these longer columns done. But once I get to here, sorry, I don't know why my throat's all saying all funny. I've got it all down to here, so I've just got a few little bits, you know, what, 70 or 80 stitches, 7 or 8 blocks, 700 or 800 blocks per row here to get done. But once I get these 3 done, it should go a lot faster. So it's doing great. You see how stiff it is? Well, it's not stiff, but it's still, like I was saying to Lindsay, these are kind of like a little rug, aren't they? They're so thick, especially when you're changing colors a lot. The roof is a lot more flexible than the tree is. The tree's quite tough. Tough, as I used to say. Well, we used to say in the South. The next one is Santa and Animals by Charting Creations. It's a Dakota Dotweiler pattern, and it is being stitched on 22 count hardanger, 1/1 full cross. I like full cross. I always get confused if I try to do half stitches, so, or whatever other stitch that people call it. Anyway, so full cross works better for my brain. It's lovely. I've only worked on it once. Like I said, I've been trying to really get it done. I keep putting this away, but I've still got one more to show you. So I've only worked on it once. I just reached a point where I was just desperate for something else than other than the tree. I mean the falling snow. And I really love the other projects. I haven't worked on the stockings in a long while. I'm hoping to at least get the little Christmas stocking done for a Christmas present for a little girl. But other than that, I don't even think I've given up my I've given up my stocking plans for this year. The little ornament stockings that I was working on, I'll try to get a few done, but at this moment in time, I'm just wanting to get the falling snow done. And once the falling snow is done, then I can then I will plow into the next one in a minute, but I'll show you this one. It'll be lovely. I'm going to go back to working. I'm going to go, once I get falling snow done, I'm going to go put this down for 100 stitches a day, and then I'll be working on my other cross stitch for the rest of the day. But like I said, I've only got a little bit, but look at those colors. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. But I've got quite a bit to go on this. I love the pattern. Lindsay Bridges 5 on Instagram. She has done so much. Anyway, there was somebody that's doing it as well, and boy, has she got so much done. It's both of them. You can see what this will look like when it's done cross country, and that corner is absolutely glorious. It's a bit confetti heavy, but it's glorious. Put that one there. And the last one I'll be talking about is my mini evening by Leonid Afremov, tried by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's on, is it 18 count? Yeah, it's 18 count aida. 2/1 full cross, I think. Yes, 2/1. It's the only 2/1 full cross of my HAEDs at the moment. And this one, let me say, Santa and Animals, I'm at 2.53%, up from 2.41%. So I only worked on it for one day. So I got 0.12% done in that one day, because it's quite a big pattern. Mini Evening, I've worked on it for one day, or one time, and I've got 21.05% now. It was at 20.49%. And this is what this is looking like. And this is another gorgeous one. And I keep saying the end. This should go really quickly once I'm really plugged into it, because I've already got 20% done and I haven't been working on it properly. So hopefully I can kind of zoom along and have this done before Christmas. I know it's a bit, dependent on what's happening in life. As long as I get it done before next March, I'll be happy. But I'm really, really eager to have a new start. But until I get Falling Snow and Mini Evening done, I really don't feel like I can have a new start. And Santa and Animals is like 180,000 stitches or something. So it's going to take me a few years. I can imagine it will take me at least, it will take me a few years to get it done, because it's on the back burner at the moment. And I think what I'll do is, instead of plowing through it like I've done the Falling Snow, I'll kind of keep it on the back burner for a while before I really go for a finished mission like I have for Falling Snow. It's just Falling Snow, I've had it going for over 2.5 years. I just want it done now, and I want it done for Christmas. Whether I actually get it done for Christmas or not, fully finished for Christmas or not, I don't know, but it's worth a try, right? So I'll put those down. Now for the life update and a few other crafty bits and pieces. I'm sorry I haven't been here. Life has been incredibly hectic, stressful, chaotic. and there's been some for far as recording, it's a bit difficult. The only reason I'm recording right now is because my husband has the day off and he's gone off fishing with the downstairs neighbor, so I can actually record. My husband has, his job that he has is working spling shifts, like he works nights sometimes and works days. Well, the last month he's been covering for the night person, so he's been having 5 nights on. So it's difficult. I can't record because we've got a small little apartment, and it disturbs him if I'm talking. Sometimes I'm talking, not always, but when I'm talking on the phone or anything, and I've tried recording before and it disturbs him, so I'm just not gonna, if he's up all night long, I'm not gonna disturb him, and I'm certainly not gonna record a video at like when he leaves at like 9:30 at night, and he gets home like 7:30, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So when he gets home, I make him his meal, and while he's awake, I rush around trying to get as many chores done as possible, and then for the rest of the day I'm trying to be quiet. So you can see some days I'm, if you're looking at Instagram, you can see some days I'm getting quite a few stitches done, but in amongst those times that anyway, needless to say, I can't record when it's very difficult for me to record when he's asleep, because he would be right in the next room, and my voice, I've got to talk loud enough to be able for you to hear me. My husband's had 2 eye appointments since you last saw us. He's as of today, this morning, we went down to Newcastle, to the hospital. As of today, he's now on the list to have cataract surgery in both eyes. And they're not going to withdraw the remaining fluid out of his eye, blood, viscous. They said it's going to clear on its own, and it's gradually clearing, and they're hoping that by the time they do the cataracts, but it looks like it'll be 2 or 3 months before he can have. They said it's a wait of about 2 months to get to the first eye done, and they're not going to. They don't do both eyes at the same time, so he's going to have one done, wait a few weeks, hopefully 2 to 4 weeks, and then he'll have the next one, and he's got to recover for 6 weeks before he can get his eyes tested to see if that's actually worked to help him, to help the problem, because initially his eyesight was bad because of the eye bleed, but for some reason his cataracts had progressed quite quickly as well, so they're now in the process of replacing his lenses. So that's another thing that's like stress. And due to all this, all the problems with my husband just working part-time and everything that's going on, I've been looking for jobs. So I've been going to interviews and filling out CVs it's doing assessments and all this other stuff, and spending a lot of time on job boards trying to find a job, which is no fun, and you kind of feel like chopped liver because you keep getting passed over for various different reasons. There were a few jobs that I thought, but I was politely declined, but it was a shame. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to happen. I'm hoping, my plan is the part-time work, and we'll go from there, but I haven't found anything, so we shall see. But it's amazing the questions they ask you about your personal life. They're very intrusive. it's not something that I would. Yeah, I used to, one of my jobs when I was a nurse coordinator. Basically, I had an office job, and one of my jobs was to be in with interviews and stuff. But I certainly wouldn't ask if a person was heterosexual or what my pronouns were or things like that. And the question, or what my parents' job was when I was 14 years old, which I thought was bizarre. But anyway, that's what's been going on. I've been looking for a job. Excuse me. Also, my son and his fiance have been back in the UK. They've been he's been back and forth since they came up. They've rented their flat out or their apartment out in Dubai, and they've been traveling around Europe, and they've been to Hungary and Poland and Czech Republic and Italy and Portugal and France and goodness knows where else they went. Anyway, they went to quite a few places, and they've been popping in and out of England, but they're doing like a solid 6 weeks now. So since they've been back to Newcastle, we've been able to see him, which also means that, I mean, he just takes the train up, and I'm going to go pick him up from the nearest train station, which is like 25 minutes one way or 25 minutes the other. So you're picking him up, you're bringing him here, feeding him his meal, spend some time with him, and then it's about taking him back to his train. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to see him. And whenever his fiance comes with him, it's lovely. But usually they divide and conquer. One will go see her, she'll go see her parents, and he'll come see us. So it's wonderful to actually see him. It takes a lot of time, doesn't it? But it's a blessed time. It's an absolute wonderful time. Also, I don't know if I've told you or not, we have a family wedding next month that we need to attend in Portugal. So we've actually booked to go away for a full week, because I don't travel well. It always hurts my back. So I can get there, chill out for a couple days before the wedding. So hopefully I can. And it started off with just being the wedding on the Saturday, but now it became a wedding breakfast on the Sunday. And then it was, oh yeah, we're doing a family meal on the Friday. And oh yeah, we've got family coming in this day or that day. So it's supposed to meet up with everybody. So it's been a lot of clothes shopping, not just for myself, but for my husband as well. And believe me, trying to shop when you live out in the middle of nowhere, here's a lot of internet shopping and a lot of sending things back. It's been stressful, and my most important thing was to get a pair of comfortable shoes, and I found some that were semi-comfortable. I'm hoping to get used to them. A little bit higher heel than I'm used to, but I'm hoping to get used to them so they won't play up with me on when all these things I've got to be doing. When my husband is at home, or when he's on his days off, when he's doing his normal shift of 1 day a week and 2 nights a week, the 1 day a week, that day is just full-blown deep cleaning, because there's a lot of things I can't do when he's either sitting in the living room or eating his meal or watching TV, or when he's sleeping. So it's like I go into this whirling dervish of cleaning when he's on days but even on his day off, he's in and out all day long. It's like today he's been here, there, and everywhere. So he'll go out and do go and mow the grass, and then come back in, and it's like traipsing in and out, and it's trying to get things done with someone around is I find it tricky. My husband and I had our 25th anniversary on the 15th, so we went down to Newcastle to have an evening meal with my son and his fiance, which was wonderful. Absolutely fantabadoozy, I should say. with my husband working nights, I'm finding, even though he spent most of our marriage working nights, he's been at home since he's changed jobs. In the last few years, since 2019, he's been on day shift, so I'm finding it a bit creaky to go to sleep at night, because I hear a sound and it's like not that I'm scared, it just makes me tense and kind of wakes me up, and then I'm finding it very difficult to go to sleep. I have been in total mending mode at the moment. I've got my little bee, so yeah, it's a featherweight, Singer featherweight out. I've been doing lots of, in fact, this was a crossback. I got this today. It's an apron, but it was crossback, but because of my bodaciousness, the crossback made this up into my chin, so I just took the straps out and reattached them so they're not crossback, and so that's good enough. That's fine. And there's all kinds of bits and pieces. We rarely throw clothes away. I'd rather mend them than to throw them away, for various different reasons. That's just the way it is. I need to, I need to seriously do some knitting on my socks, but I'm trying to get my husband's socks that I made him, and the cuff didn't work out for him, so I've got that one done. That cuff is there. I don't know, I'll have to try them on to make sure that they work for him now. I usually do these 2 at a time, but picking up the cuff and trying to do it, it's a pain in the tush. So, and that one is that much done, so I've got quite a bit more to go to catch up. So I've got, before I can see if those will both, I'll try that one on and see if I can finish it off. But as far as knitting my own socks, whenever we go down to Newcastle, I can knit on the way down there, and I can knit at the eye appointment. But I have to drive back because they dilate his eyes, so I don't get as much knitting time as you would think. Also, because my husband's working nights, we don't go out exploring. We've only been out exploring, and that was the last time I went exploring was before my last video. So I will have a slideshow after this of a trip that we took to Lady Kirk Church. It's called Kirk, and churches in Scotland are called Kirks, K-I-R-K, and so it's Lady Kirk, but and little bits and pieces like that. I'm just trying to see what I've been doing, all these things. Sorry to be blabbering on about this, but I'm just trying to fill you in all the stuff that it's doing. Also, because of when we were decorating, everything I just got overwhelmed with housework and trying to keep things done. I started organizing myself a Fly Lady system, but books or pages don't work for me, so I kind of combined the Sidetracked Home Executives box method with my Fly Lady task, and that worked really, really well until my husband went full-blown nights. and I'm still getting basic tasks done, but I'm not getting the deep cleaning that I want to get done. So at least I've got the box there, and also I put my own personal things in there that I want to, if I wanted to remember to take something, or do lotion, or any kind of personal kind of task that I wanted, I put that in my I call it a Fly Lady box, but it's a Fly Lady she box. So so it's like reminding me to do certain things every day. But that helped out. It's helping out a lot with all the disruption that we've had with everything going on. So my husband should be back to part-time as of this week. He's back part-time, as of this week. and then we'll be going away in a few weeks. I won't be taking my HAEDs with me, I don't think. My plan is to just take my stamped kit with me and a couple of bits of knitting. We're going to be super busy. Yeah, it's I can't see us relaxing that much, and I won't have time to do a HAED, I don't think. So I'll just take my stamped kit with me. And that is, oh, the weather here has been in the highest it's been all summer long has been 75 degrees Fahrenheit, at least for here where I live, in northern England, and which is low 20s Celsius. And most of the time it's glorious today, except for it's a bit windy, but most of the time it's been cold and rainy, and I've been wearing sweaters or jumpers most of the, almost every day, and it's just been cold and wet and miserable. And I know the Dutch people, the Dutch ladies that I watch, they're talking the same. It's just not been very pleasant at all in this part of the region. And not that I want your hot temperatures, but it would be nice to have a few days of warm temperatures so you can just go out and sit and soak in the vitamin D from the sunlight. Other than that, and I've only got, on my falling snow, I've got just over 9,000 stitches left to do. So hopefully I can get it done before we go away. I just wanted to say that I've been really looking into this sewing again as well. I sew as a mending, but I haven't made anything for a little while. So I might be making myself a skirt to take with us to Portugal, which will be fun. I've been really keen on wearing skirts and dresses lately, and I just want to send out my heartfelt regards and sympathy to Mama Carmen and Angie Slowly Crafts, both of them. And Mama Carmen's going through a bit of a tough time, and she's such a sweet lady. Angie Slowly Crafts, family member, is having some health issues, so both of them, have got my thoughts and prayers. Anyway, I think I've said everything that I want to talk about today. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. I will definitely do a video as soon as I finish Falling Snow. I would like to get back doing a regular schedule again. Thank you ever so much. There's so many people. I do think about you. I do send up prayers regularly for you. I'm sorry I haven't got back to it. To be honest, things have been so stressed and so anyway, life can be challenging at times, and this is a challenge. It's not as, it could be a lot worse, and I know that. So it's just a matter of getting things. But by the time I've filled out CVs and gone to done all these things that I need to get done, it's I just want to put my head down and do some crafting, just to relax. And I find that if I start doing something late in the evening, it makes me very difficult to sleep as it is, and I have to be very careful about what I'm doing. But anyway, we will do our best. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm looking at all my notes. They're all scrabbly. And I think I've said everything. I'm just keep on keeping on, right? And I hope that I'm hoping that you are having a lovely summer. I hope that you, or a winter, I'm hoping that your life is percolating along really well, so that you're happy, you're healthy, and that you are getting as many stitches in as you would like to. You take care.